The revealing of the man of sin. What does it mean? Well, the man of sin exalts himself above all that is called God. He claims to be God, and he opposes God. Now, this agrees with what happens in Daniel 11, verse 37. The king of the north will exalt himself above God. He will magnify himself above God, and he will speak against God. So the exalt himself part agrees with 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4, and where it says he magnifies himself above God. Well, what else can magnify yourself on top of exalting yourself? What else can magnify yourself mean except you claim to be God? So Daniel 11, verse 37 agrees with 2 Thessalonians, where it says he will claim to be God. And the words he will speak against God, well, that would correspond to where Paul the Apostle says the man of sin will oppose God. So you see that Paul the Apostle is taking the king of the north in Daniel 11, verse 37 through 45. He's giving him a new name. He's calling him the man of sin. And what's important is in verse 40, verse 41, I should say, the king of the north invades Israel. This would be the same thing as the man of sin invading Israel. And man of sin is another name for the Antichrist. So the king of the north is the Antichrist. That in 2 Thessalonians it says that Christ comes to defeat the man of sin, the wicked one. And my point here is that the king of the north is another name for the Antichrist, and in particular, it says he will invade Israel. And this agrees with Ezekiel 38 to 39, where it says the king of the north named Gog, the ruler of Magog, will invade Israel in the end time. So we see that Gog equals the king of the north, equals the man of sin, equals the Antichrist. And what's important is that in verse 40, one verse before the verse about the invading of Israel, in verse 40 of Daniel 11, it says he will invade many nations to the south. Now this is talking about Russia invading Western Europe. This takes some explaining.